Competitors cry. We don't cry.
Yes. Very often, unfortunately, in Europe, with only 10 mistakes, you are out of job. But I consider that this is a great lesson, and this has been also a lesson of my life. I'm always saying that I have made sufficiently mistakes in order to survive. So the other question we have is, where do you see Alibaba in 5 years' time?
Well, in 5 years' time, Alibaba the vision should be given by Daniel, our CEO. Everybody in our company, our first-tier colleagues, they look at next month, next quarter. Manager looks at the 6 months. Vice president looks at 3 years. CEO looks at 5 years and 10 years. I look at 20 years. Year 2036, Alibaba want to achieve to build up a digital economy that empower, that can help create 100 million jobs, can serve 2 billion consumers in the world, and it can support 10 million business, be profitable on our platform. That is the thing that we decide to do by year 2036. So that's what we want.
36.
Yeah. So we want to empower everybody, every young people, every small business. When you have a mobile phone, you can global buy, global sell, global deliver, global pay, and global travel. And if we can do that, we don't know how big we will be, but we are not interested in we are being like a $5 trillion company or $10 trillion company. We are only interested in these 5 things: global buy, global sell, global pay, global deliver, and global travel for everybody. That's what we want to do.
Great.
Yeah.
When I invited you, it was at a time where you already had a heavy schedule, and you were very much hesitant to come because you had a board meeting, and you decided at the end of the day to move the board meeting, which is quite impressive, and I thank you very warmly for that. And what has really prompted your decision is when I told you that we need you to tell the young people some lessons. And there is a question, which is, what advice would you give to the young generation that follows you?
Well, I follow young generations. I come because there are so many young entrepreneurs. I come because it's the opportunity for small business. There are so many small businesses in Europe, excellent, and there are so many young people around the world, and entrepreneurs. But let me share with you my thought. If you're an entrepreneur, if you want to do some business, you should never think about succeed next month. You should never think about succeed next year. If you think about next month, you will be successful, easy come, easy go. You will go down very quick. You should think about, is this thing will be good in 10 years? And have a patience. And the second is that get a good team. If somebody in your team is better than you are, follow him. If you think you are better, share with their ideas, your trouble, your thinking. And hardworking. There's no other choices. And look, your eyes, this eye, look at the customers. This eye, look at your team. And share with your team all the thinking you have, making sure we're on the same, right? I hate a lot of people, this eye is US dollar, this is euro, they talk like RMB, you know? Nobody want to work with these people. They only talk about money. They have to tell, what do you want? What we agree, how we can do together. That's all the things. And giving yourself some time.
Yesterday, you have been seeing a group of people who are working on Tech for Good. And one of the key issues which has been addressed by Ginny Rometty and the group that she was leading with Jean-Laurent Bonafé is about education. And I have a question, which is, many recognize you as a great teacher. How do you envision the future of education? Particularly when you know that everything will change in the coming years, and impact of technology will be huge on all the jobs. How do we prepare the future for the future generations, and what would you recommend?
Yeah, I feel more comfortable that I work as a teacher. I never thought that I could be a CEO. I remember more than 10 years ago, when company was in big trouble, one of our investors kindly and very politely said, Jack, you think that somebody can do better job? And he's thinking that you should resign. And I heard that and I said, I cannot resign now, because if I resign, the company will collapse. I will resign when the company is good. So since then, I was preparing, always finding people better than I am in the company, giving them opportunities. My position, CEO, is called Chief Education Officer in the company. So I built up the company more like a university. We call our company, the ground is called a campus. We learn together. We trust each other. Students and teachers have to trust each other. So I'm always thinking about that. Now, this year, September 10th, the 20-year anniversary of Alibaba. I kept my promise, and I want to go back to teach the things I love to do better. I'm not going to go just to teach in one class. I think there are something that we should not worry about, something we should change. The education system now, in past 200 years, these are the education system for industrial period. Now we are moving to the digital period. Past hundreds of years, we make people like machines. Next 20, 30 years, we'll make a machine like a people. The way we teach our kids, the things we teach our kids, machine can do better. Machine can calculate faster, remember everything. So I think what we should do, change the education system. We should not make our kids lose the future. We should not make our kids have not jobs. So this is why I want to go back to education and start to do something on education system. The thing they teach, the way they teach, I think it's a huge opportunity. I think in this world, there's very few people like me. We do it not because I want to make money. We do it not because somebody forced me to do. I do it because I love it. I do it because the money I make in the Alibaba need to spend. I don't want to give the money to the investors or banks to spend widely. I want to spend myself on the education, improve, change the system. And I think 55 years old today, it's a bit old for Alibaba CEO. But for a new startup on education, I'm quite young. So I want to spend another 15 years on that, doing something that can change a lot of young people, young kids, make them ready for the future. They don't have to worry like their parents worried.
Karim has put a question which I consider is extremely interesting, and I would like to hear you about this. Should France, and you had the possibility of speaking with President Macron yesterday, this morning again, and you heard him regarding China and the US. So should France and maybe Europe get inspired by the Chinese ecosystem on digital innovation and technology?
Be inspired by China?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so. Imagine 20 years ago, China, you talk about internet, you talk about IT. How can IT 20 years ago, China compete with Europe, compete with America? 20 years later, China, today, people worry about China, Europe. I was sitting there, China, USA. Wow, I did not know that we are that powerful. What happened?
Yes, tell us. We'd love to learn.
Right. People ask me, why e-commerce so successful in China? Our company alone is much bigger than Amazon. Why e-commerce in China? One of the reasons why e-commerce in China is successful because China had a terrible infrastructure of commerce. Right? We don't have so many retail. We don't have so many like Walmart, Kmart everywhere. It's just a terrible backward retail system in China. When internet e-commerce come, people love it. So efficient. Why China mobile phone grow much faster than America? America and Europe have such a great system of telephone. We don't have a telephone. Among like 100 families can only have one telephone that days. When mobile come, we love that. We just go that. So there's a leapfrog. We don't have the rules or laws. Most of the government officers, they don't know how to make rules or laws for internet because nobody realizes what the internet look like. So that leaves us a chance to grow fast. Europe, very interesting. You have such a perfect rules and laws. Then everything they do, let's follow the rules and laws. And everything we think about, everything they do, let's follow the rules and laws. And everything we think about, they start to worry. When they worry, they make rules and laws. When we have problems, we start to solve the problems. Then think about rules and laws. You have a problems, like make rules and laws. So I worry about Europe. I worry about the worries of the Europe. If Africa does not worry, Asia does not worry, why Europe worry about? Right? You don't have solutions for artificial intelligence. Oh, they're gonna destroy a lot of things, human life. Forget it. Let me tell you, artificial intelligence. I think we, Alibaba, using artificial intelligence to arrest and catch a lot of thieves. My theory, I told my engineers, I said, now, when you love somebody, you may not have reasons. But when you hate somebody, you have logic and reasons. When you have logic and reasons, machine can always do better than that. So we have trillions of dollar transaction on Alipay every day. A lot of people want to steal the money. How can you oversee when you have like 1 billion users using that? There are so many cheatings. Human being cannot do it. So we teach machines to catch all the thieves. Machine never forget. No matter how smart you are, one person can create 10 ways of cheating. You are the smartest person in the world. But we teach the machine every way, everything we discover from other people. The machine can remember over 100,000 ways of cheating. When you start cheating, machine finds you. So one way, bad guys using artificial intelligence doing bad things. Other thing, we using artificial intelligence to catch bad guys. So there is always yin and yang balance. How you see the world. If you see technology revolution is a problem, I'm sorry to say the problem just started. If you think it's an opportunity, the opportunity just started. The only thing is your mentality. If the mentality is about to worry, you worry all the time. By the way, all the entrepreneurs, if everything's ready, everything's perfect, why they need you? Because there is worries, because there's problems, because of there's no this, no that. That is your opportunity. That is our opportunity. And keep on that. You believing you can do something, little by little, 10 years later, you will be different. That's who we are.
I knew that